Sorry about that. Something happened. I don't know what. It said my internet connection was unstable, but that ain't true. I'm back. Let's try it again. I think I bumped my camera cord and it quit or something. I don't know. But my internet connection's fine. So, let's see. Where was I? I didn't even get the chance to read your notes. I was talking about what a joyful person Patti is. Kim could tell you. Roses and Cards. Roses and Cards knows Patti. We do lunches together and birthday lunches and stuff like that. I mean, Roses and Cards has known Patti as long as I've known Patti. And it just is really a kick in the pants to have this all going on right now. And, her cousin Eric lives in town, which is also her ex-husband. He just had hip surgery and knee surgery. He fell. He's had a stroke. He's had meningitis. He's had a heart attack. I mean, all of this in like the last 4 years. So he's like worthless in this situation. He can't help. And he did come and get Angus, Patty's dog, which is also Eric's dog. Angus is Rudy's son. So anybody that knows Patti and Eric, they used to breed and show Cardigan Welsh corgis in the ring. And Rudy was a national champion. And Angus is his son. So Angus is having a rough time. Anyway, he's got bad hips and Eric's got him now. So Patti don't have to worry about it because he requires medication around the clock, special care. So now it's Eric's turn. But he's on crutches. Eric's on crutches. He came to pick me up with a friend of his that's helping him out. Got somebody staying at his house helping him. And so Eric's no help. He's on unemployment. He got fired from his job because he broke his hip, and then COVID came around. Then he broke his hip. Then, since he actually couldn't go back to work for an extended period of time, they said it'd be 6 months before he'd go back to work. They just fired him. So he's got tons of problems himself. Let's see what you say. Oh, Cindy, that's so sweet. I don't know how much heart I got left. Big ass chunks of it keep getting ripped out. And it never seems to recover. So outside of Roses and Cards, I've had 19 friends die in the last, I guess, 10 years now, since 2010. 19 people, you would hang out with, go to the movie. You got a group of friends you do this with and that with and this and that and the other. Everybody has their own thing. This is a concert person. This is a Philharmonic person. This is, this is a symphony orchestra person. This is a, Deadhead concert person. This is a James Taylor person. This is a, you all do your thing with different folks. Well, everybody's gone now, except Patti and Kim, Roses and Cards. And both of them are very dear, dear friends. I do see Patti more often than I see Roses and Cards. But it didn't used to be that way. It used to be the other way around. But, everybody has their own, I guess, person. I suppose you could say Patti was my person because we go to doctor visits together and, she'd come to my visits. I'd go to her visits and her doctors, and my doctors was calling us Thelma and Louise because the way we banter back and forth was so comical to them. And now this. So I want to thank you, especially Broward and Cindy and Sherry and others who mentioned, what you found when you Googled, because I haven't Googled, because I want to, I mean, I don't want to read another piece of paper today. I don't want to read it. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of like, today I'm just like, I'm kind of done. So I did fill up the car today, and I filled up the car today, and it was $32 to fill up the car. That's at $2.50. $2.50 a gallon. And I have an 18-gallon tank. Oh, big Bertha Thelma, she got a big old gas tank. Or 17-gallon tank, sorry. Something like that. Anyway, so, compared to last night, I did get some rest, but you seem a little tired under here, but this isn't nearly as bad as last night, was it? Or the night before. See, I don't even know when the hell it was I was on here last trying to tell you about it. Probably Monday night. I did all my crying then. So now that I've done the initial cry, I guess it's time to suck it up and get shit done. But again, I'm going to say this for the fourth time. I cannot believe the doctor says she's free to go home. She can't be alone. It's like, what am I supposed to fucking do? Beam somebody in to be there with her 24/7 when her insurance don't cover it and I'm on disability? I mean, I got $3 a month left over after all of my responsibilities. $3 a month. It ranges from 40 to 3. Depends on the toilet paper purchases. But dang, how can they just say, okay, she's got dementia, toodaloo, see you later. We'll get people working on shit that you won't hear back from us for about another month. You'll be okay. It's all fine. I mean, come on. You and your friends should be getting stimulus checks at the end of August. I mean, come on. One stimulus check. That one stimulus check got my car repaired. I bought like 2 pair of pants, a pair of shoes, bought groceries, and that was it. But that, you're right, as far as the help with her moving, me and her can pull those two together. That'll help. The thing, okay, so it was like $568 for 4 guys for 2 hours for me with the moving truck. And that was me being already packed up. Now, if I get them to come and help pack her up, they're going to charge me for the tape. They're going to charge me for the boxes and the time. But it'll be worth it because everything will be labeled and marked and done. And I don't know. And they got all the padding and for the glassware and the bubble wrap, and they got all that stuff. Let me tell you what, when I moved, I mean, I kind of knew I was moving. So like 6 months ahead of time, I started buying bubble wrap. I started buying tape. I started ordering U-Haul boxes, and, I started way ahead. We ain't got a way ahead now. I was able to work on that a little bit by, I mean, you can even look back, from what, April, May this year. I mean, I moved in July. You see all the boxes behind me in the living room stacked high. I mean, I was getting it done, but I needed that time too. Churches won't help because we've got the COVID thing. So it's got to be a professional company. So, and she's got a really beautiful corner glass and oak curio cabinet. It's like a 4-shelf curio cabinet with a light in the top, glass shelves all the way down. Glass etching. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. That needs like super special care. Now, some people from our church helped me move, and one random guy from my neighborhood, I don't even know who he was. So his name was Tim. I remember that. There's two people from our church, or my church, just came and helped load the truck. But see, Patti, last time, she had advance notice. She had 30 days to pack up, and she wasn't really packed up. And that took a lot longer than it should have, and 2 trips with the truck because everything was so loose and we couldn't like stack stuff. This time I'm thinking if we get, everything packed up and ready to go, but see, they're going to have to, they've got that really wide wrapping tape, saran wrap kind of like stuff on a spindle, and they just wrap it around your furniture, and you can keep the stuff in the drawers. I mean, you could pile crap in your drawer, all of them, and then they just wrap it around and wrap it around and wrap it around. They put a pad in there, and then they wrap that around. I just moved, and the movers would only bring the furniture to the parking lot, and I had to pay people to get the furniture. Oh, man, that's wrong. That's wrong. My guys pulled it out and took it in. And they even situated it and set up my desk for me. They were great. I fed them good too, though. I fed them real good. Let me put a little flyer thing on mine. There it is. Get my Post-it note red flags out. Hey, I have an idea. Oh, crap. How about y'all send stuff to Patti directly? I'm going to give you her address right here. Patti, still going to 2019. Send her random things. Toilet paper, Kleenex, especially Kleenex. Happy stuff. Send her a card. Tell her you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hope she's doing well. She'd get a kick and a half out of that. But if you want to do something nice for her, random, hey, you could even send her medium and large U-Haul boxes and tape. I don't know. Just saying. Hey, if I ever get dementia, send me cards and plushie toys. I want something soft to hug on. Patti got me a big one. I'm going to go get it. I'm going to show you what she got me. Hold on. Okay. When I had my last colon rectal surgery, and it was a doozy, in walks Patti with this bunny rabbit. Of course, he was really nice and soft and, big long ears, little tail, pink feet. And he's so squishy. Oh my God, he's the squishiest little thing you ever had. I sleep with this bunny rabbit every day. His arms all wore out because I rest my hand on him like this when I sleep at night because of my carpal tunnel. Here's Mommy's bunny rabbit. Mm-hmm. And then Austin sleeps on the other side of it, and then I just roll my hand over it and pet him while we're sleeping at night. I want to get her something like that because it's nice and squishy to hold on to. And I will. I'll get it for her eventually. But oh no, Cindy, I'm so sorry you got COVID. I'm so sorry that happened. Broward, you make a very good point about those stimulus checks. I don't know. I have no idea. And here's another thing. Who's going to do her banking? Certainly not her sister with dementia. Can't afford a lawyer. Adult Protective Services will take all of her effing money, and she'll have nothing. And like today at Walgreens, she did sign like a sort of a POA form for me to be able to pick up her medicines, including narcotics and agent and all that kind of stuff. Oh, the movers' actions were due to COVID. I don't know about that. But anyway, did they come in your house to pick up your furniture? Because if they were moving to a new place, it was completely empty. Why would they be worried about it being messed up? I don't know. People are being cautious. But to leave it on the daggone sidewalk? So, I have the rest of July and possibly all of August to get her moved in September 1st. Down the hall. Then she's close. But I'm not going to hover. And she ain't going to be hovering. Well, of course, she comes over to my house. She can come in anytime she wants. Because, I want to know where she's at. But, I'll tell her sister we need to get a little day bed or something and put in the second room. So if I don't know what kind of situation we can work out. If there's a nurse or there's a nursing student that just graduated and getting a job and don't have a place to live. Well, I don't know. That wouldn't work out either. I mean, because she'd be working 12-hour shifts at the hospital. And the last damn thing she would need is to come home and have to take care of somebody with dementia. That's not fair to them either. So, anyway. So, if my landlord won't hold the apartment until, if September 1st is the latest she'll hold it, then that means we got to go through Fort Wayne Housing Authority, get the transfer in, get the note from the doctor about the caregiver business, and, transfer all that in here and get her moved in by September. Or if she'll hold it till October 1st, which would really be better. That way we have more time to pack. We've got more doctor's appointments to go to, everything kind of in between. If she can hold it till October 1st, that'll try to help me find some more money. We'll have the stimulus. We can lock in the movers. October 1st would be more helpful. It would really be more helpful. And in the meantime, I just need help with gas in my car. Gas in my car and incidentals. Like today, she wanted a Pepsi. After we were already home to her house. I'm like, I'll tell you what, I'll bring you a Pepsi tomorrow. Yeah. So let's see. How's the assisted living facilities in your area? They're very good. But Medicare is what pays for assisted living, not Medicaid. So here in South Florida, of course, we have many of them. Some are wonderful. For the most part, the ones here are very good. Assisted living. But what they do with Medicare or whatever, they take all of your Medicare check. They take the whole damn thing. And they give you an allowance if anything's left over. But usually the cost of the assisted living exceeds the amount of Medicare for the month. Because it's like $300 and some dollars, $400 and some dollars a day. Damn, that's a lot of money. Come on, Broward. Assisted living is private pay mostly. But we do have some senior assisted living places here that are covered, I think, by Medicare, if I'm not wrong. I really don't think I could probably answer that correctly. But I do know that the assisted living facilities that we do have here, at least the ones close around me, like within a 15-mile radius, they're all very nice. They're very good. We've got a brand new one about 3 miles away. 3 mile, well, between me and Patti. It's called Silver Birch, and it's brand spanking new, and it's already full. I mean, it filled up like that when it opened. It had a waiting list. So, but that takes Medicare, and she don't have that for 2 years. Now, depending on what happens in November, Joe Biden said he's going to lower the Medicare age to 60. And she'll have her Medicare like that. So maybe we only have to wait, 7 months for her to get Medicare? That would be great. Otherwise, at 66 next year, going to 67. Thank you, Trump. They want you to really be a broke-ass bitch when you finally get Medicare. See, Broward, that happened to my sister. They took her whole Social Security check and just a $30 a month allowance. With Housing Authority that has a nurse available 24/7. That is fabulous. Cindy, that is awesome. I'm going to see if our housing, that's another question. See, let me write that down. Ask Fort Wayne Housing if they have assisted living with nurse on staff 24/7. I will do that. Oh, you're in Green. You're in Wisconsin. My son moved to Wisconsin. Now he's working like 2 jobs, wanting a third one just to make enough money to put his family back together in Wisconsin. So that's where the money is, and nothing happened in Colorado, so he had to go where the work was, and there was work in Wisconsin, so that's where he went. So I don't know. This is me venting to you about what I learned today and the kind of things I guess magically got laid on me to do. That, Cindy, that's great. That is fantastic. And so that's the happenings of the day. It's 10 o'clock and I need to start winding down and hit the rack because I got to do it again tomorrow. And every day. So tomorrow we got to run to the Housing Authority office and get a form for transfer. Then we've got to go take her to Walmart because she wants to get some groceries and a Pepsi. I told her to bring the Pepsi, but she said, no, she's got to go get her groceries. She has internet at her apartment, but she can't remember the Wi-Fi password. She don't know how to log in, and Xfinity's not having technicians coming to home anymore. You got to do it over the phone, and she can't understand what they're saying and don't know how to do it. And I'm not on her account at Xfinity to be able to do it for her. We're going to work that out too, but once that happens, then she can get groceries delivered directly to her apartment. Hey, you know what? No, you can't. You can't order Patti groceries out of state. But you can send U-Haul, small and large U-Haul boxes, and lots of tape and bubble wrap. I'll let her know it's coming. She'll probably forget. So anyway, I gotta call her landlord. Her landlord don't come into the office until Fridays, so I gotta call them on Friday and give them the correct phone number to use for the front door, because anybody that punches in from the directory at the front door gets sent to the old dead phone, so she won't know anybody's at the damn door anyway. You can't order groceries from another store out of town, I don't think. Grocery delivery? Now, I've done grocery delivery for her because we were in the same town and we shop at the same Walmart. Like when she got out of the hospital the last time, I ordered groceries to be delivered to her within like 2 hours of her discharge, and it all came, and she loved it, and everything she needed and everything like that, because I had gone to her house, cleaned the house, and saw she didn't have squat in the refrigerator. She has food in the refrigerator now. She wants some ice cream, though. We love our ice cream. So, take her to the grocery store. There's something. Oh, I got to go back to the pharmacy and get the medicines that got refilled for her. That doesn't cost anything because her insurance covers that. But there's a new one they gave her. It's only $4, but he only gave her like 2 weeks worth. But change the store to the closest to her. Oh. Well, that means y'all can do it too. Now you have her address, right? Except I don't know how they're going to get in the door because she don't answer the front door. So maybe that's a bust. But anyway, we'll figure it out. If you're going to do something like that, do it after Friday, after we get that code business checked. Okay, so let's see. Maybe I will just do a short little Google and read a little bit more about this stuff. Yeah, but you know what? Like I said, a week from, like not this Friday, next Friday, when we see her family doctor, I'm going to ask her to pull up that MRI and go through it and confirm if she did have a stroke that caused this. Because he did say if it was stroke, it was not reversible because it was too old for it to be reversed. I don't know. You get different things, and all you can do is talk to her doctors to know her case specifically, to know how this is affecting her versus general population kind of a thing. So, yeah, I know. They will, and they will bring it. That's what I mean. The thing is, she lives in a secure building, just like I do. And when you punch in the code, it tells you for her apartment, it rings her telephone. And then when she picks up, she has to press 9 on the phone to open the door for him. But the problem we have right now is the phone number that the door code is calling is going to a dead phone. And she's got a new phone number. And that's not the one it's calling. So if somebody comes to the door with groceries and uses the code, it's going into thin air, and she will never know it's there to open the door. So, but probably what I can do, we'll see. I mean, what I can do is I can do that online and ask them to bring it, and I can just meet them at the door because I'll know what time to expect them. But I don't have extra money to buy food for her. I barely have enough to buy food for me. So there's that. So that's saying if I know when the food's coming, I can be there to greet them at the door. And there's that. So anyway, but I'm just throwing stuff out. Thanks, Cindy, for helping out with that. But okay, Broward. No, Medicare does not cover it when you have Medicare and Medicaid together. The Medicaid part will pick it up as well as some state programs, but they do take your Social Security check. Yeah, and she has SSI. She gets $790 a month to live on. That's all. That's all. And they do take it all. And see, at this particular point, right now, it's her speech and her inability to communicate effectively. But I don't want to strip her of her dignity and strip her of her intelligence and strip her of her pride and her belongings. And I don't want to do that. That's traumatic as hell. No, it's not time for something like that right now. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Just got to figure out how to come up with the money to get her to move by either September 1st or October 1st because of $300 deposit. It's $200 for the apartment and $100 for her cat. Get her utilities transferred over. That's no big deal. Get her internet transferred over. That might be a big deal because she has a back balance of about $250 with them. Because she kept telling them if they didn't have internet, she wasn't going to pay for it because she was paying for internet and wasn't getting it. So now there's a dispute about she can't transfer services unless she's all paid up. I don't know, a bunch of stuff. So work it all out. But like I said, I guess it might fall on me to take care of her finances. Good thing I did that for Raytheon and ITT Aerospace and BAE. I could always manage other people's money down to the penny. But when it comes to me, it like burns a hole in my pocket. But I get everything I need, and then I don't have anything else, and that's okay. I got what I need. Yeah. Do you have CashApp, Mary Cat? CashApp. If you have CashApp, my username at CashApp is that, and that's real easy to set up if you want to do that. There's no fees or nothing like that with CashApp. And that's another way to do it besides PayPal. Or you can just mail a money order, or I don't know. Right now, PayPal and Cash App is like the quickest, other than snail mail. And I thank you for thinking about me. So Cindy, you get $783 plus $83 a month living in Wisconsin, and you just spent $355 just on groceries. Dang, that $355 is my rent and my electric bill. I don't spend nearly that kind of money on groceries. Now, when I got that stimulus check, I did. I stocked up on groceries and spices and nuts and seeds and flax and soy milk and almond milk and cashew milk and all the kinds of things that I wasn't able to do before at one time to stock me up. So stimulus check, I spent that much. I did. I had them delivered too. Boy, they hated my guts. Oh God. Yeah, household. I mean, you add it up, man. You got laundry detergent. Hey, I saw this thing on YouTube. I'm thinking about trying it out. I haven't tried it out yet, but it's homemade laundry detergent. So you get a big box of 20 Mule Team Borax. It's all in the laundry aisle. Borax. And then it's like a laundry washing thing. Then you get a big box of Arm & Hammer washing soda. It's not baking soda, it's washing soda, but it's made by Arm & Hammer, another big box. And then you get a box of Zote soap flakes, ZOTE, and that equals 2 bars of Zote soap already grated up. Dump it in a big bin, mix it all up real good. And then if you want some fragrance, you can add a container of those, game crystals or what do you call them? Aroma boost crystals, or like, you know what I'm talking about. They add more Unstoppables, Downy Unstoppables, that kind of. They add an extra fragrance to your clothes, and then just mix all that up. And supposedly that one formula, you only use like 2 tablespoons of it, or a quarter of a cup of it in your wash, and it's supposed to last you about a year. Oh, thank you, Mary Cat. If you want to, my name is right. That's my name. And my address is down below in the description. And I ain't giving you my phone number. I don't know if they need my phone number or not. I'll email you. Send me an email and I'll email you my phone number. And if you want, you can go to Walmart, Western Union, and you can send it that way. I go pick it up. I got it. You can do it that way. But do Western Union or MoneyGram through Walmart. And I can pick it up that way. But thank you for thinking about me. I really appreciate that very much. I mean, it takes at $2.50. It took what, $32 to fill up my tank today. But I was like on fumes. I mean, that was like on fumes. So that was like a pretty empty gas tank. But she gets about 18 miles per gallon in city, 24 or 26 on the highway. That's all I got. And I'm so grateful that I did get my stimulus check to get the car fixed so I could keep on going. I mean, blessed and grateful for that much anyway, right? I mean, that old car, when it has to be repaired, it seems to be expensive. But by God, other than that, if you keep taking care of it, you just can't kill that car. You just can't. I love it. I love my car. It's a 1992. '92 Buick LeSabre, limited, silver, or was silver. Now it's like Bondo. I don't care. It's like a Cadillac on the inside. It rides like a Cadillac. So, hey, what you gonna do? So anyhow, let's see your notes here. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that, and Patti does too. Your stimulus check went to groceries and household as I was in the hospital for a month. Oh no! Don't you hate that? That's why when we got to Patti's house, well, actually, the night Patti went in the hospital, I went by, of course, check on the cat, the dog, give the dog to Eric, and pass that off. And I checked, and she had food in the fridge, and like tonight, I mean, she had like a half of a container of ground beef. Tonight, she used that to make the nacho or taco salad thing. You know what she did? It was really good. It was like without the greens. She crunched up Doritos, got Doritos corn, the Doritos ranch chips, and she crumbled them up and put them in a bowl. Then she put refried beans on top of it. Then she put ground beef on top of it. Then she had the ground beef. She had chopped onions in, so she had onions cooking in the ground beef. And then she put tomatoes on top of that. Then she put cheese on top of that, or shredded cheese. And then on top of that, she put, it's the Walmart brand Fresh Market salsa mild. And it was good. I ate it. I ate it with cheese on it too. I know Nancy keeps telling me, don't eat meat. You're a vegan channel. I mean, the goal is that. I explain in almost every video that, I am not perfect. I do what I can afford, but try to eat healthier as you can afford to eat it. I am definitely not perfect in any measure at all. I have proven, though, that I have improved my eating enough to get off of 14 medications, reverse my heart problems. I have no cholesterol. We just got blood tests back. Wow. A test back on the scan the other day or the other week. Still fine. So, improving what you eat does help. Your new place has a cleaning lady that'll clean for $25 each time. Get out of town! Seriously? I like that. Well, Cindy, sounds like you're in a very good place. And I'm glad for you. Now, if we can only muster something up like that for my friend. And I tell you what, I appreciate you guys coming on this channel. I mean, because it is for the whole, journey. But this is real life in the world of the disabled. This is the kind of thing that happens that nobody talks about because they're, politically correct or whatever the hell they want to, maybe want to pretend none of this stuff goes on out here in the real world. But this is the kind of stuff that happens in the real world. Like my friend getting diagnosed with dementia and being discharged from the hospital and saying, young, good luck. Oh, by the way, don't, she should not be left alone. Well, no services in place, no support, no nothing. No insurance that'll cover it so far without a waiver, and that takes a month. That's the real world out here, people. So I just want to know if you ever experience anything like that. We feel you. We definitely feel you. So I've been on here 42 minutes. I think I'll call it a night. But, Mary Cat, you have my email address too, because they might ask for my email. Cash App, I'll tell you. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Copy. Hold on. Here's Cash App, Mary Cat. I know, Cindy. It's like, if we don't talk to each other, who's it going to be? Who? Okay, so let me help Mary Cat just a minute. Mary Cat, that's Cash App. Here's what they're going to ask you for. They're going to ask you for the routing number and account number of your checking account. They're going to ask you for your debit card number. I mean, it's all free. You don't have to pay anything. But if you want to get money or you want to send money or whatever else, they got to have your routing number from your bank, your checking account number, your debit card number, or if you want to use a credit card or whatever there. Then you tell them what kind of name you want. So, like me, I use the $sign because that's for everybody. And then I just put, my initials and 4 random numbers. And that's your new identity there. And then they send you a card, just like PayPal does. And it's got that Cash App ID number on it. And it looks like a Visa card. And you can just log on. I mean, I set mine up in 10 minutes. I mean, that was it. And then they send me a card in the mail and 2 weeks later. I mean, it's free. They don't charge you to send money. They don't charge you to receive money. Nothing. No fees at all, ever. So that's what they're going to want. And from the minute you set it up, it'll tell you, you can design your own card, for the signature line. I just left it blank because I just want my signature on it and nothing funky or nothing like that. Otherwise, it's just a plain black card or it's a plain white card with the stuff on it. Looks like a Visa with the Visa logo, that kind of thing. That's Cash App. It's real easy. And once you have Cash App and you have my Cash App ID, you can just send it to me that way. But they will, they confirm your bank account like almost immediately. So I think they ding it for $1 as a temporary hold, and then the next morning it gets released. It's just a verification thing. So, doesn't really actually take money from your account. Just wants to find out if it's real. PayPal does the same thing. So, anyway, that's Cash App. And then from there, like for instance, if you send me Cash App money, I can just go ahead and transfer it to my bank, just like that. The next day, instant transfer, no fees. So, and that makes it ready for, or I can use my Cash App card anywhere. Either way, I can put it in my bank, or I can just leave it on the Cash App card. Either way, it's fine. But Cash App is very, very easy. So I'm thinking, like I said before, I might need to go into some kind of counseling training, not counseling training, but I need help learning how to manage my stress during this thing while helping Patti. It is a big responsibility that I guess, and I don't want this to sound the wrong way, but it really just got dumped on me because I'm her medical contact. I mean, her sister can't do it. She got nobody else. I'm her friend. So by default, just because we go to doctor's appointments together, boom, you're her caretaker. Have at it. I mean, I don't, like I said, I will move heaven and earth to help her or Kim, Roses and Kurtz. Either one of them is whatever I can do. But I cannot do any of it at the expense of my own health, safety, well-being, medical condition, because I have to take care of me too. So I need to be able to find a balance here. And the only way to get somebody else to help is to pay them. I can't pay them. And I sure as hell don't trust them because they don't know her like I know her. You know what I mean? It's like a balancing act like I never thought I'd ever be in. I thought she'd be the one taking care of me. I really did. I thought she'd be the one taking care of me. Not taking care of me like, I told her, I said, if I ever get incapacitated, you better wash my butt. You better be the one that washes my butt and my privates, and you the one that gives me a bath, nobody else. And she promised me, I will give you a bath every other day. I'm like, well, you got to at least wash my pits out every day. But we made that pact with each other. So we are each other's butt wipers and cleaners and bathers. We promise that to each other. Everybody needs one. Everybody needs a dedicated bath person. No shame, no whatever, no looking down on each other. Everybody needs that pact with somebody that if you become incapacitated in any way, you will do that for their dignity and health and well-being. Everybody needs that. Get your pact today. See, my only problem I have moves going to bed. My only problem I have now that I moved is going to bed now that I have cable. Hey, I don't have cable. Patti has cable. It's the same shows over and over and over and over and over again. So you're only paying for half the day, and then it gets repeated for the rest of the day. What? Or the week? What? No. If I could pay now I do have that CBS All Access. That's $4.99 a month. Yeah, $4.99 a month. But once I'm done with the programs I want to see, like Picard, I've already gone through it. Season 1, boom, I'm done. Then now I'm working on one called All Rise. Love that show. Once I'm done binge watching that, fine. Then I got, I think, one more. It's called, I think it's on Peacock. Peacock comes free for me with my internet service. I got Xfinity X-Fi or whatever you call it. And Peacock Premium came free with my internet. I don't have to pay for that. There's a program in North Carolina, Yellowstone. So that I'm going to start that series. But once I get done watching everything that's only got 1 season, 2 season, whatever, I'm going to cancel. Save my damn $4.99 on CBS All Access. And then when the second season comes out of Picard, that's when I'll start everything back up until I binge watch that, and then I'll stop it. You stop it at any time. Just go see what you want. $4.99 for 16 programs. Okay. I do the same thing if they had the current Doctor Who, because I love Doctor Who, but I just can't afford cable and the cable premium to get BBC America. I love Doctor Who. I love Doctor Who. I've even got a TARDIS back case for my phone. But anyway, I'll do that. But I don't have cable. I can't. I'm not going to be latched into nothing like that. Check and see if you have a disability resource center there and see if they have any suggestions. My Medicaid pays for my worker through a state program for the disabled. Yeah, there's a place here called the League for the Blind and Disabled, and they do like food deliveries and they do all kinds of things. But the social worker at the hospital said she was going to look into every possible available situation. And, if they have something here called, it's like adult daycare. But if they have that here for people with dementia, I'm signing her up so she can go and be engaged and trained and maybe get her speech therapy there on site. Or now, the insurance company, they have a transportation thing, but it costs $3.60 or $3.80 one way. So you got $3.60 one way, $3.60 there, $3.60 back, even with insurance. So the insurance pays for that transportation, but you still have to pay $3.60 each way, each time. So you save the damn $3.60 and I'll drive her. You know what I mean? Ding her to death with all these doctor's appointments. She's going to be going into more than, $40 a month. That's 5 doctor's appointments. I'll give you her doctors talk about having a complicated life. She has a family doctor. She has a cancer doctor. She has a regular psychologist. She has her lung doctor. She has a heart doctor. She has a heart surgeon. She has a breast cancer surgeon. Now she has a neurologist and a neuropsych. That's how many doctors she has to go to. So, now me, I have family doctor, lungs, heart, and COPD. I have 4. She has like 9. So, she has a lot. And she'll be getting more if she gets a speech therapist, which I think she'll benefit from. And I think whoever it was that brought that up. So anyway, I'm going to go. God, I said that in 42 minutes, didn't I? But I'm more relaxed now. I'm less stressed now that I've been able to talk to you. And I appreciate you hanging in there and listening to me. Please send a prayer to Patti and send a prayer to her sister. Her sister's name is Carol in Florida. So just send a prayer to her too, and her brother-in-law Bob, because they're going through it too. So they just feel, I can't imagine to feel so helpless that you can't help from being far away and being in a COVID-infested state. If she even came here, she'd have to quarantine for 14 days before she could go anywhere. And that would have to be in a hotel at her own expense. So all these people that have COVID-related family illnesses and can't see them and then can't have a funeral, man, that's cold. That's cold and that's cruel. But that's a pandemic, and that's a mean germ that don't care who you are, what political party you are, black, white, brown, whatever. Don't care. Just be my host and let me kill you. That's all it cares about, or make you really bad sick. So, what a time we live in, huh, folks? What a time. I love every one of you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you helping me sort through the stress. I'll be back. There's going to be more stress. Don't know how much food's going to be involved in anything on my channel for the next little bit, but if I could sneak something in, I will. But right now, this is what I'm going through, and this is important to talk about because a lot of people are going through something similar, and it just blows the mind to be introduced to that and learn. I mean, here's the 5th time. I cannot believe he said she cannot be left alone. She's discharged. Going home today. But she can't be left alone. I'm like, well, what services did you set up for her? Well, none. We're working on that. Well, she said it'd take a month, but if she's going home today, what's she going to do in the meantime? It's like, it's all you. Nobody asked me, could I do it? Nobody asked me if I had the resources to do it. But what am I going to do? She's my best friend. If I have to beg on the damn street, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it to help her. I got nothing left to sell. I did that on my own survival. Sold all my shit. So I don't really have much else to sell. And she doesn't have anything to sell. So what we're going to do? We're going to pray is what we're going to do. We're going to pray and sing good vibes and think better thoughts and think one step at a time. Learn one thing at a time to deal with this and take notes. Be organized. Communicate effectively. Ask the right questions. And that's all we can do, right? Please send prayers my way. I'm a Christian person. I'm a bad Christian, but I'm a Christian person. And I am an ordained minister. Don't believe me? There it is. See? I got ordained so I could marry gay people if they wanted to be married. Because there's a lot of people saying they weren't going to marry, so I got ordained. I'll marry you. You need marrying? Ain't married anybody. Never happened. Haven't used my credentials once, doggone it. But hey, I'm registered. I'm not a very good minister right now. I need ministering. But anyway, I will stay positive, and I hope you have a good evening. And again, I thank you from the bottom of my heart that you're here for me tonight. I needed it, and it's been helpful. I've learned a few questions that I should be asking, and thanks for the input on that. Thanks for the input on the assisted living, and thanks for, sparking some questions that I should be asking the doctor. In the meantime, for those who responded to me in the last video and mentioned aphasia, I thank you for that. You were spot on. And for the one who said that aphasia may not be permanent, your lips to God's ear, right? So let's hope. I love every one of you now. Thanks for being here. I'm going to go shower up and hit the rack. I'll be back. You can count on that. Bye.